Kostroma region is one of the largest subjects of the Russian Federation. The region stretches 500 kilometers from west to east. The main waterway is the Volga River. The region's river transport system has water outlets to the Black Sea, the Baltic Sea and the North Sea. The pearl of the region is its capital city Kostroma. It is part of the famous Golden Ring of Russia tourist route and attracts hundreds of thousands of tourists from all over the world every year. The Kostroma region is a recognized jewelry and linen center of the country, the cradle of the royal Romanov dynasty, the birthplace of the outstanding playwright Alexander Ostrovsky, and the birthplace of the fairy tale heroine Snow Maiden. Today, the Kostroma region is a dynamically developing region with great industrial potential. The flagship of the region's economy is the timber industry complex. Almost 3/4 of the territory of the Kostroma region is covered by forest. The region ranks first in central Russia in terms of forest cover. The total standing timber stock is more than 700 million cubic meters. The volume of the calculated cutting area is almost 12.5 million cubic meters. More than 8 million cubic meters of timber is actually available to tenants. Over 6.5 million cubic meters of timber is harvested annually in the region. This makes it possible to implement large-scale projects for the tip processing of raw materials. At the same time, as timber is harvested in the Kostroma region, reforestation is carried out ahead of schedule. Around 15 million seedlings are planted during the year. The implementation of deep wood processing within the region is the task set today by the governor of the Kostroma region, Sergei Sitnikov. Processing allows opening new jobs, obtaining additional budget revenues and creating favorable conditions for attracting major investors to the industry. Today the region has developed a set of measures to support enterprises involved in the timber industry complex. Our task is to create all conditions for favorable and stable development of the industry and to make Kostroma products as competitive and in demand in the market as possible. Today, the Kostroma region produces 9% of all plywood in Russia, 7.5% of chipboard and 8.5% of fiberboard. About 1,500 enterprises and individual entrepreneurs work in the timber industry complex of the region. Group of companies Kostroma Timber Producers is a modern holding company engaged in a full production cycle from logging to deep processing of wood, finished products and wooden house construction. The holding company includes large Kostroma companies LLC Dom-Stroy, LLC GK Forest, LLC Lestroy Project, LLC Draft Torg and LLC Ecols. Each company has been on the market for decades and has established itself as a responsible tenant and reliable partner with an impeccable reputation. All the holding companies have their own logging, their own processing and production facilities for finished products in the form of edged lumber, finished plain goods, furniture boards, fuel and briquette pellets. All this allows these processes to unite and be present in the market with a wide range of finished products. Production of high-quality and competitive products, increasing production capacity and expanding the range of finished products, careful and considerate attitude towards forest resources – these are the main principles of the Kostroma Timber Producers. The Kostroma Timber Producers holding is a major forest user in the region, with about 500,000 cubic meters of forest under long-term lease. Each year, the company harvests more than 300,000 cubic meters of clean, high-quality northern timber, which is in demand on both the Russian and foreign markets. Kostroma forests are environmentally friendly because we do not have large-scale industries that would have a negative impact on our nature. Therefore, the wood is environmentally friendly and of high quality. Harvesting of wood on plots is carried out in a suitable way by multi-operational modern harvester and forwarder complexes, according to technical specifications developed in advance by the holding's forest engineers. The machines are unique and replace a team of specialists, work 5 times more efficiently and are distinguished by increased cross-country ability. The harvester is responsible for felling, delimbing, cross-cutting and sorting the trees. The main mechanism of the equipment is the harvester head, which is controlled from the cab by a computer and hydraulically driven by the operator. The multifunctional machine's artificial intelligence makes it possible to select the most marketable timber available on the market today from the timber stand. The operator only identifies the type of wood with a button to help the machine recognize the marketable assortment and cut it to the right length. The machine then places the timber on the skids so the forwarder operator can collect it comfortably. The forwarder removes logs from the logging site and unloads them into separate stacks for further transport to the processing shops. Each consignment in the log truck is assigned a unique QR code, which contains all information about the transported cargo. The process of raw material delivery is as convenient and transparent as possible. The driver is given the number of the plot. On the tablet, he sees where he needs to go. On the plot, he drives up to the right stack and loads. After that, on the tablet, he enters the USAIS program and fills in all the data, from whom and where the cargo is being transported. Also, transaction numbers are registered here and the forest declaration is posted. Everything is specified. After the driver has registered the cubature, an electronic accompanying document is formed. Plywood logs, conifers, birch and aspen balances are supplied for further processing to Russian pulp and plywood mills, including those in Kostroma. Wagons with round wood are shipped from our own rail terminals. Over 60% of the harvested raw materials, mainly coniferous timber, are processed in the workshops of the enterprises of the Kostroma Timber Producers group of companies. The capacity of the wood processing plants is more than 250,000 cubic meters per year. Modern log sorting lines installed in production facilities make it possible to select a high-quality sawmill for work and prepare raw materials for further sawing as thoroughly as possible. In the outdoor area of equipment, the logs are debarked to produce processed chips without barks. Next, the logs are fed to a sawmill line. This is where the product is sawn. The quality of the sawn timber is high. The sawing line has a capacity of up to 250 cubic meters of sawn timber per working shift. The holdings facilities are equipped with high-performance machinery and produce a wide range of sawn spruce and pine timber. The products then undergo special heat treatment and thermal decontamination in modern computer-controlled drying complexes and are treated with a fire-protective biocompound. The aged lumber is sold to major retailers and construction companies throughout Russia and the neighboring countries. The Kostroma Timber Producers produce a wide range of planed, molded and profiled products in deep wood processing workshops. The holding produces up to 100,000 cubic meters of finished products per year. We produce laminated timber in various sections. It is used for house building and joinery. We also produce molded products such as linings, floorboards, blockhouses, various plain boards and planks. We supply them to retail chains in Moscow, St. Petersburg and Yaroslavl. We are also currently selling our products in Uzbekistan. High-quality products and maximum convenience for customers are our main priorities. Lining wins among a large assortment of finishing materials. It can be used to create a beautiful and smooth wooden surface. Imitation timber is a versatile material that resembles timber but is more economically advantageous. The blockhouse is ideal for horizontal interior and exterior cladding. Glued beams are made of wood by longitudinal gluing of wooden fragments. The precision of execution and high quality of processing allows you to get to the smoothest walls possible. The main advantage of profiled timber is the clear geometric shape, which makes the structure as strong as possible and easy to install. Moldings, corners, skirting board, plinths, flashings are suitable for both roughing and finishing works in industrial and residential premises. Furniture board is used as the basis for furniture tabletops in France, door moldings, staircase steps, window sills and other interior elements. Kostroma companies produce fuel pellets from forest residues, which are the most efficient alternative fuel and have a wide range of applications. Briquettes and pellets are produced from pre-dried chips and sawdust, without adding bark, resin or any chemical impurities. Kostroma woodworkers produce up to 20,000 tons of fuel pellets a year. One of the main tasks is to make the products of Kostroma Timber Producers recognizable not only in the territory of the Russian Federation, but also in the partner countries that we successfully cooperate with. We're responsible for quality. We produce goods in accordance with cost standards and requirements not only of our country, but also of partner countries. One of the most important activities of the Kostroma Timber Producers holding is wooden housing construction. Over the last 10 years, more than 1,000 objects have been erected from Kostroma wood throughout Russian and foreign countries. Houses and baths are built from edged, profiled and glued beams and logs. All popular technologies are available to customers. Longevity, eco-friendliness, cost-effectiveness, solid quality and warmth are the main advantages of wooden house building, which have already been appreciated by hundreds of customers all over the world.